Hi guys, and welcome to a new series on the channel. This series, we're going to be doing a somewhat realistic rebuild of the Cincinnati Bengals. And when I say somewhat realistic, most of the time it is going to be realistic, but there will be a few occasions, maybe a few trades we make that may not have a sense of realism in them. One, for example, is the fact that we managed to draft Dwayne Haskins in the second round, as you can see in the background. But what I'll be going through here, just to start with, a little bit about the series, what we're going to do while the team is playing in the background. So we're starting this at the start of next season. I've already done the free agency and draft period. We did draft a few good players and pick up, I think we only picked up one guy in free agency, who you will see in a minute, but we have Joe Mixon as our running back. I'll just do a brief little rundown of who's on the team and who you can expect to see excel throughout the series. But we have Joe Mixon, who is a very good running back. He was drafted in the second round a few years ago. Was actually surprised he went down to the second round, but as you can see there, he is a running back. He can run over people. He's elusive. He's good in pretty much every area. But this is the guy that the Bengals are currently known for, AJ Green. One of the best wide receivers in the league. Doesn't get enough credit, I don't think, when that conversation comes around, but he is one of those guys who can just go up, get the ball, take big hits and make big plays. And besides him, we're going to have Tyler Boyd, who for some reason in Madden, for me specific, I don't know if it's just for me specifically or Madden in general, he makes so many plays. As you can see there, he catches that ball over three people and keeps on going, and then he can make toe-tapped catches on the sideline like this, for example. He's absolutely phenomenal. And then our third wide receiver, he is also quite well known, not lived up to the hype you would expect he would, but we have 98 speed John Ross. He's going to play a big part this year in taking the lid off the defences. But the guys that are going to hold down our offense, we have Trent Brown, who we got in free agency from the Patriots. A man mountain of a man, 380 pounds and standing at 6'8". He's pretty much just going to be a wall on our offensive line. No one will be able to get past him, as you can see from that clip right there. Next to him, one of our draftees, Michael Jordan. His name has given him a lot of fame over the years, but he is one of the best guards in the league already. He looks phenomenal. His awareness is quite low, but as you can see, he holds people off like it is nothing. Next to him, the Bengals' first round pick from this year, Billy Price. Very promising centre. He has some great stats. He will be a great anchor on our defensive line. And next to him, we're going to have PARRISH Barton. We actually drafted him in the 4th round. He was an absolute steal. He has star development. He's already a scheme fit, with his agile being the highest rated overall he has. And he is fantastic, to be honest. He's not the strongest at 86 strength, but that is more than strong enough. Him, Billy Price, and our other guard are going to be great in the middle of that line. And to finalise the line, we have CORDY, who is a left tackle. We'll shift him over to the right-hand side just because Trent Brown is the best left tackle on the team. And he should be able to hold up that right side pretty well in combination with everyone else. And we actually have, well, we have a lot of Tylers on the team, but the best Tyler we have is Tyler EIFERT. Phenomenal tight end, one of the best tight ends in the league, and he will do some damage for us over the upcoming season. And then moving on to the defensive side of the ball, William Jackson is one of our standout players. He's really fast, 93 speed in there. He just looks phenomenal. His face scan is terrible, but besides that, his stats look ridiculous. He should be one of, if not the best defensive player on the team. But the other ones, or the other corners next to him, aren't exactly fantastic. We have KIRKPATRICK, who's fairly decent, but he will start declining because he is 29 years old. And then our slot corner is going to be Darqueze Dennard, who is fairly decent actually. He has quick development. But these guys, they're not going to be what or bring what William Jackson can bring to the table. Jessie Bates, however, very good young safety. He's been in the league for a year now. He's sort of settled down. He knows what he's up to. His block shedding is pretty low, but he is very much a sideline to sideline safety with that 89 speed. He will be making plays across the entire field. As you can see, breaking up passes. He's got pretty much everything you can want from a safety, in combination with Shawn Williams. Not someone who's ever mentioned, really. I don't know how much Bengals fans actually mention him. From what I can tell, I don't know much about him, if I'm being honest, but he looks like a very good run stopper. As you can see in a lot of plays here, or even blitzing the quarterback, he's very much a box safety, I think. Someone else we did draft, I think this was our 3rd rounder, is TERRELL Lewis. Absolute physical specimen. He's absolutely rapid. He's so fast. Great hit power. And coming off to get to the quarterback, he should be doing that very well throughout the course of the entire year. Another middle linebacker, or the only middle linebacker on the team actually, is Preston Brown. He's not very fast, but when his zone coverage is fairly decent, and he'll roam the middle of the field. If anyone comes his way, he'll be getting a lot of tackles, racking up the tackles throughout the entire year. And also, he does, I think he has 88 hit power, it said there. He makes some big hits, like you can see there. So expect some forced fumbles from him, and from one of the most hated players in the NFL, Vontaze Burfict. Not going to say much about him. Everyone knows what he's about. And the defensive line will be the final unit. We got Carlos Dunlap. I absolutely love Carlos Dunlap. He's getting on a little bit in age now. He's not the strongest. He has sort of regressed a little bit over the previous few years, but he'll still do damage for us. In combination with Carl Lawson, who's pretty much just better at everything than Carlos Dunlap stats-wise. He's faster, bit stronger, great finesse moves. He'll be getting to the quarterback more often than anyone else I can imagine. As you can see here, great play from him getting onto the quarterback. But this man will be the anchor of the defensive line. GENO Atkins, he's regarded as one of the best D tackles in the league, and here's why. He has 96 play rec in there, great power moves, great finesse moves and block shed. He's good at pretty much everything. If people try and run up the middle, he'll just absorb double teams all year, and hopefully that will leave room for Andrew Billings to make some plays. He is quite young. He hasn't been in the league that long. He is a good player, but he might be someone who we look to upgrade in the years to come, depending on how he performs. But in combination with GENO Atkins, as you can see here, he gets off blocks pretty well, chases down the quarterback, and that'll be his bread and butter throughout the year. But that's what the team looks like. They're the main players. I don't know if I mentioned everyone. I might have left out one or two, but they're the only free agency player we picked up, as I said, was Trent Brown. A few good draftees starting. Unfortunately, Andy Dalton won't be starting. I don't think he's the answer, and I'm sure a few Bengals fans will agree. He's just not. He's very much middle of the road as a quarterback, and we don't want that for this team. We want them to become one of the best teams in the NFL, and over the course of hopefully 3 to 5 years, we'll get them there. We can get them that elusive playoff win that they have been missing since, I think, around 1990. But yeah, this should be an exciting series. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If you're excited for the series, drop a like on the video below. Also, suggestions for the series, let me know them down in the comments. Just if I can mix it up a little bit, you want to see something different, let me know. But for now, I'll leave you with some pre-season highlights, and I'll see you soon for the next episode.